Hello YouTube, welcome to my first official animal-based video. We are joined today with Chiplin. That is his nickname. His real name is Chip. He's my Mongolian gerbil. I've had him about a little over a year. He's a very good boy, but he does not like being held. But today's focus is on cleaning my 20-gallon mouse tank. In here I only have one male mouse. His name is Kane. We also like to call him Moodang, just as a little joke. But I want to say I've had him a little over a month now. And he's not completely tame yet. He does take treats from my hand, but he is due for a cleaning. He is very stinky. I do spot cleanings throughout the week, but he just stinks. So it's time for a clean. So let's get into it. So here's a small rundown of what I usually use. This is the gerbil's tank. It's currently a disaster. They are due for cleaning soon, probably by the end of the month. But for my mouse, I just use very simple, cheap, full cheeks bedding, paper bedding. I like the natural color. Also get the aspen bedding from them as well. I don't really use this in my gerbil's bedding, but I use it in my mouse. There's studies on how purely using paper bedding is dangerous for mice because of the ammonia levels that accumulate over time. So it's good to have some kind of wood shaving be the majority of their bedding. Oh, look at Marshall. You need a little container for them to be in while you're cleaning their tank. Before I moved out of my dad's house, I used a big playpen, but there's not a lot of room in the apartment for that. This is just normal toilet paper from the store, nothing special. I use the Oxbow orchard grass hay, but I have used other types of hay like the Timothy, and they seem to just like it just fine. And then I like to use a scooper. I think this is a cat litter scooper, and I just taped it up so stuff doesn't fall through. But yeah, this is the majority of what I use. Forgot to mention, you should always have a trash bag for the old litter, the bedding, I mean. And I like to have some kind of cardboard box to put all their belongings in while I'm cleaning it out, just so they have a neat place to go and the bedding's not getting everywhere. I can hear him in here right now. I wonder where he is. So I'm going to take off his lid. Now this is just a 20-gallon long tank from Petco, I believe. I don't know. I've had this one for many years. Let's see. Where do I want to start? I'm going to start by just taking out some of his items. I do reuse these if there's no urine on them. No point in throwing them out. He might not come out. He's still a very shy little guy, but he's very sweet. I'm gonna put this out of the way. This is a little plant pot from Dollar Tree, I believe. Got it a few years ago. Here's a PetSmart hide I got on sale. Oh, he didn't come up here. I guess he does not want any part of this. This was also a PetSmart wheel. I believe it's quieter than the other one they have, that blue one. That one's just so annoying. I will say it is very bulky and takes up a lot of space. I just didn't want to splurge on another Night Angel wheel. This is a water bottle from PetSmart as well. This was a PetSmart chew toy. It was their spring collection of this year, I believe. And I stockpiled on these, so maybe they'll have them again next year. This was a spray, red sorghum, I don't know how you pronounce it. It is gone. There's a few pieces left. Usually I toss these to my gerbils. He did not want me picking them up. Sometimes I like to use this. I believe it's a birdhouse. It used to have a place to hang. My gerbils used to have this. They chewed the perch place, but it's from Target. Got it a while back. And I like to get him to sit in here, lure him in here, and then I can take him out much easier without stressing him out. So I'm going to just put that in there. He's over here. I'm going to see if he lets me. No? Okay. I don't worry too much about making a mess. Because I'll vacuum it up, it's whatever. Now I do reuse the bedding. Hi sweetie, come on out. Come over here. I haven't figured out where he's exactly using the restroom in here. It seems to be just wherever he wants. I've had mice before in the past, and they usually try to go in a corner in terms of urinating, but in terms of pooping, they kind of poop wherever they want. As you can see, I love using these egg cartons. These are Aldi eggs. I only buy them from Aldi just because they have the cardboard cartons. I got him. He's so sweet. He's such a pretty color. I love him. Again, his name is Cane, after Sugar Cane. I would try to give my animals food-based people names. This is a little unconventional. So put him in here. Also, this is a carrier from PetSmart as well. Nothing fancy. It's one of their cheapest things there. So then after I know he's out, I'll just start scooping. Yeah, we'll take out this. This is a bendy bridge from Night Angel on Amazon. I don't know the size. Some millet. These are Timothy hay chews, I believe. They are from Oxbow. I probably just got them from PetSmart or Petco. They come in a little pack. pretty much clean out at this point. There's some right here. Okay, and I set that bag to the side, and I'll incorporate some of that bedding into the new bedding in a moment. But first, I like to vacuum out the tank just because there's some dust at the bottom and some little pieces of aspen and bedding I couldn't reach with the scooper. So I just vacuum that out, and then I'll wipe it down. Okay, so I vacuumed the tank out just because it's loud and obnoxious, and I don't want to do it on camera. But I just wet some paper towels, and I'll just wipe the sides and the bottom of the tank, just in case there's any urine or any leftover dust. Get in the corners really good. You can use vinegar, dilute the vinegar obviously. I just don't bother doing all of that. I think the glass, I don't smell anything is what I mean. I don't think it smells. Now if it were to smell really bad, like there's a huge pee puddle in the bottom that he just decided to go pee in the bottom, then I would probably use some vinegar and get that cleaned just to neutralize that odor. But I don't think it's necessary to do for the entire tank, just because I believe it leaves a smell that might be irritating to the animal. This is just some rag. I just wipe down the inside of it. Okay, so now I'm going to start by putting in some more bedding. Typically, I'll put this divider in. Well, like I said, this is my first time doing the clean for this tank. But for my gerbils, I always put their divider in just because burrowing is so important for them. I want to make sure they have that access. Just adjusting it. I'm debating if I want to make it smaller or not. Give them more playing room, which is what I might do. Actually, so that's probably too small. Like about there. That's probably where I had it before anyways. Maybe a little bit. It's probably over more, but that's probably good. And I like for them to have a little bridge. Of course, this one's chewed to crap. That they can have right here. I wonder if he chewed that, because I don't remember it being like this. I think this was a new bridge. That's funny. Okay. Just a little hidey spot, so they can dig in and, oh, look, a hole. Typically, this is where I'll use some toilet paper and more of that paper bedding. Just rip it up. Probably too much. We also want to, I want to encourage him to build his own nest, so I don't want to put too much stuff in there. But I'll get some paper bedding in there. Break it up. I've heard some people don't like breaking it up because they think they can break it up. I mean, they can break it up. It's not hard to break. But I feel like if you break it up, you can compact it better. But anyways, I just kind of do this bottom layer like that. And put some of this paper in there where the hide's gonna be. There. And then from there, I'll mix it in with some of the aspen shavings, some hay, and then just a tiny bit of paper here and there. Now I'll take some of that old bedding, scoop it up, sprinkle it in. No, mix it in with a new one. This is what I do with my gerbils as well. Compact it a little bit. And then I'll throw in some hay. I kind of forgot, but I do like to put some egg cartons and paper towel rolls inside of here, so I'm just gonna shimmy my way in and put some of those in there. Okay, so I think that's all I want to do in terms of bedding. So now I'll start by adding the items back in. I do give his wheel a quick wipe just because he likes to pee in it. I typically wipe his wheel every other day, get the pee off. Here's his food dish. Just a bowl from Target, I believe. I'll sprinkle in some toilet paper around. I think that looks pretty good. Let me get some sprays. So these are the sprays I use. They're not Night Angel. They're actually a better deal than buying Night Angel. So I'll put them, this is Amazon, from Amazon. I'll put the link below. But it seems he doesn't care too much for this. I believe it's wheat. But my gerbils like it, so. But everybody loves flax seeds. And then I like to also just get some longer pieces of toilet paper for him at least, and kind of scatter it around, just to give him more cover. Okay. I believe Kane from moving is ready to go back home. But yeah, this is his finished tank. Give me one moment. There we go. It's a pretty similar layout as it was before. He's very adventurous. A few more items in his tank. We have this bridge right here. This was from the bird aisle in PetSmart. The hide in the back was also from the bird aisle in PetSmart. This was on sale from PetSmart as well. I believe it could have been Oxbow, but I'm not entirely sure. He loves climbing. Very sweet.